Okay, so this app is called Uzu, UZU, and it's a very stimulating graphic program. It comes with a lot of instructions of how you can play music through your iPod that's on, or the music from your account that's on your iPad or your iPod or things like that. And you can look at all the instructions on here, and it tells you in detail lots and lots of very, very exciting things to do. But I'm going to give you a very basic idea of what this does, and kids really, really like this program, but it's a lot deeper than what I'm going to show you now, which is the excitement of when you can get it. Now, it's a lot of particles on a screen and they're just going crazy, and if I touch it, it reacts, and you can touch it with one finger and kind of guide it around the screen. You can touch it with 2 fingers, you can touch it with 5 fingers, and so on. Very, very responsive. Now the good thing about this is you can change the colors, you can change the size of the particles, the length of the tails on the particles, and so on. So if you double tap any corner, it'll come up with a bunch of options for you. So just to show you now, we can increase the particle count, and now we have a heck of a lot more particles. We'll take that back to less so you can see more. Motion trails, you can reduce it so they're little dots basically, or you can make it the extreme so they're just swirling all over the place. Line drag is how much their tails drag, obviously, and their direction on the screen, which can be quite fun. Speed at which they fly around, and then you can play around with the colors, so you can get rid of the red, you can get rid of the green, you can bring the red all the way up, and you can really create some very interesting patterns. Now down the bottom you have freeze. So if you create something that looks really cool, or your children create something that they really enjoy, they can play around with it and they can freeze it, and then they can show you that. You can, I believe you can also save these and have them on your computer or in your folders that you create. If you leave it on freeze, it stops after you take your fingers off. So you get to create some extremely cool graphics, which is really stimulating. Take the freeze off and go onto autoplay, and then it will play by itself and do lots of fun things. So you can actually leave it on there and they can watch it for hours on end. Well, not hours on end, but they can watch it for quite a while. And again, you can interact anytime you want, but it will continue to autoplay. And if you press the question mark, it plays around with the settings, so things will change from that time. Every time you press it, things change, and then you can put it back on autoplay and watch it go crazy. But it's a lot of fun, and there's so much more to this program that you're seeing than you're seeing now with what you can do, and especially with the music playing in the background. It really, really is stimulating, and it's great fun, very addictive.